So, I was at the farmer market a couple weeks ago, and I found a bunch of old cast iron. This is an old Griswold. It's in pretty rough shape. So you can see the lighting's not great in here. We'll work on that once we have the ability to do that. But we're going to try and restore this back to as close to original condition as we can get it. If you turn around there, Cody, show everybody, we're making an electrolysis tank. We'll show you more of that in a little bit to see how much rust we can actually get off with it. And hopefully it turns out to be a pretty productive project. We've got a lot of cast iron. I collect a lot. You can see over there we cook exclusively with cast iron here, and there's nothing like the old stuff. So we'll see what happens. Just cleaning some of the loose rust off of it before we put it into the electrolysis tank. This is in really bad shape. So there we can see there's Griswold on it. It almost looks like paper. Someone stored it wrapped in paper, and it's petrified onto it. Because the Griswold's way lower than the rest of it, and that's where the real pot is. You just have to make sure it doesn't touch the sides. Other than that, we're good. It's entirely submerged. Sans maybe just a little bit of the handle. We're going to hook this up negative to the piece that we're trying to work on. And the electricity is going to be transmitted through the baling wire into the piece, and then positive to the metal plates, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully none of us die.
Be nice not to die.
Stare at this for a minute and see if something starts happening. No sparks. That's a good beginning. Not really seeing anything just yet.
No juice.
It's not coming out. Could be bad machine. This is old. But there's another one out there. That's Chris's old one. Which is really old. The older they are, the less safety features they have. Charge my boat battery with both of them, which is why I'm really confused.
That thing is the 1970s.
Anybody have an Atari that looked kind of like that? Okay. Time to get electrocuted. Maybe. Any evidence that this thing's even working? Well, that thing moved. Right?
I hear something.
I do too.
Yep, there's bubbling.
This is what electrolysis looks like once it really starts taking effect. You can see little bits and pieces of the rust in there. And all of this is oxygen and hydrogen that we're containing on my deck in the hopes of blowing my house up. Alright, this was in electrolysis for the last hour and a half-ish. So we're going to scrub it real good and see what happens. Considering where we came from, that is worlds better. Still needs a lot of time, but it's way, way better than it was. Alright, put it back in. We're what, about 3 hours now? So it has to go back in, but it is worlds better than what it was. Originally. You can even read it now where you couldn't read it before. Griswold, Erie, PA. This is so much better. It really will come up all the way.